What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Party Chat. I'm Matt, that's Dan, and that's Ash.
I am.
Yes, he is.
I am.
It's a pregnant pause. I knew who you were, I wasn't thinking. But you don't seem quite so sure.
Yeah,
That is your name.
That is my name.
You've had it for,
Too
how
long.
old are you? About 50 years?
Yeah, something like that.
That's how age works, isn't it?
So Party Chat.
Party Chat is a weekly show that the three of us do, where we get together for about 15 minutes and basically talk video games. It can be anything, whether it's news related, lists, passions, pretty much anything goes. So if you like video game conversations or news or let's plays, we do all of that, and you can find out everything we do on agameinitiative.com. The link to that is down below. And remember, if you enjoy this, share us with your friends, because we don't have many viewers. So
I thought you say we don't have many friends, but that's also true.
We also don't have any friends or viewers, so any sharing is always appreciated.
Yeah.
Today, we're going to be talking 2016. Obviously, last week we did our favourite games of 2015, so it's only natural that this week we talk about our most anticipated for 2016. Now, unlike last week, we're not going to do it where we all pick a top three. We're just going to go through a list of maybe 10, 12, 15, see how it goes.
Yeah.
And just talk about
All the game releases.
all the games. We're not going for all of them, just the ones we're excited for.
Yeah.
So we'll try and do them in order of passion. So I'm going to start off with probably the one we're all most excited for. Probably going to be the best game of 2016. Hopefully. I'm excited for it.
Hopefully.
It is House Marquee's Alien Nation.
Are you? No.
This is the spiritual successor to Dead Nation, from the makers of Resogun, PS4's greatest game. Basically, you are given twin stick shooter.
Sorry, this
Ash
is
is
me.
checked out now.
This is me.
You knew I was going to do it, surely.
I've left the building.
Surely you knew I was going to do it.
No.
Did you honestly think?
Well, I knew you were going to mention it, but obviously I thought you were going to talk about something else.
Yeah. So there's the
Did it
quiz.
begin with a U?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately it's been delayed a couple of months, but it is still coming out in around April, hopefully. So look forward to that. I'm really excited. It will be one of the best games of this year, without doubt. You get to shoot aliens. What's not to love? Agreed? Agreed. I will take your silence as acceptance. So, and even if I don't agree, it doesn't matter, because you're listening to me, and that makes sense. Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
There we go, Ash. You happy now?
I'm happier.
So we talked this game to death, so we won't go into huge details about it, but obviously the climax of Nathan Drake's story, it's got to be one we're all excited to play.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to get... I don't want to sort of get overexcited about it, I think, and it's important that we don't sort of overhype it a bit, because there is still a few months away before it's released. So
Yeah. I mean, like, for me personally, I pre-ordered it ages ago, and that's as far as I'm trying to involve myself in it.
Yeah.
It's like, I've done the ordering bit, therefore I want the game.
You know,
Obviously I'm going to hear news come out about
Yeah.
as things happen, but it's like, I'm not going to be like looking at trailers constantly. I'm
Reading all
not,
the
I'm not going to be
previews,
like looking at everything, trying to know as much as I can about the game beforehand. I was just
Yeah.
like, when it gets here, that'll be me experiencing the game.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm the same as you. I try to stay away from preview stuff, because you don't want to. It's like with a film.
yeah,
You don't want to know everything before you go into it.
that's it.
Obviously with what we do on here, it's impossible to know nothing, but we try to stick to the facts for the most part.
Yeah,
Apart from on this week's Game of the Week show, where we do discuss the potential ending of Uncharted 4. To find out what that is, you'll have to go over and find out for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
I'm excited.
definitely.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. We almost certainly know that. I'd be very surprised if it's anything other than great.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, it's like all the Uncharted games. You know what you're going to get. There's never any surprises in terms of the quality of the game. You always know it's going to be a good quality game, I think, and that's fair to say, looking at the first three games.
So if we're talking about other games that have got maybe the biggest hype for this year, I think right up there with Uncharted is probably another PS4 exclusive, which is No Man's Sky.
Yes.
Now, for a game from a studio so small, independently owned, I think there's about 8 of them there. It's pretty small. This game has been hyped for a long time.
Yeah,
It's finally coming June 30th, I believe it was announced for. It's the end of June. isn't it?
definitely June, because I remember thinking I might actually have, because
Time to play it.
exactly, yeah, because generally in the summer game releases are a bit quieter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're all excited. Are we excited for this? Dan?
Yeah, it's like I've got it
Yeah.
on my radar for sure. I think again, very much like with Uncharted, it's like when things were originally happening, looked at it, found out what it was, and then I just put it aside. It's like, and when it gets here, great.
Yeah, I don't know how much time I'm going to put into it.
Yeah,
that's the problem. Is what's the gameplay loop? You know, we know what we're getting with Uncharted. It's point to point story, whereas this is
It is one that looks like it could be a lot of hours, which is the one downside.
I'm hoping this is one that you can potentially just sort of pick up every now and again, play a few hours of, be able to put it down, and every now and again just go back to it and just do a couple of hours, do a bit more exploration, find a few more things. There are a few games I've got that I would consider those sorts of games, but there's not many of them.
Yeah.
We'll round out the big PS4 exclusives, the trifecta, with Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, whether or not this game will actually come out this year, Sony did say last week, I get confused with the weeks, maybe 2 weeks ago, the start of the year, that it was on their list of, because they did a video of all of their exclusives that were coming this year, and that was noted. It's obviously a very ambitious game from the guys who are known for Killzone, so first-person shooters, but this time it's a third-person open-world RPG. I remember when we saw this at E3 last year, we thought that it looked pretty cool. We haven't seen a huge amount more since then. Only one more video, which kind of just shows like the combat and how it works. But
you don't want it to be in your face every week.
But that's fine.
Yeah.
That's just it. I'd rather a game be very much along the lines of, here's our game.
Yeah.
A little bit later, here's how the gameplay's going to work. Then a little bit later, if it's story based, here's a little bit story background, but nothing that's going to ruin the actual story in the game. And sort of like just little things like that. As in like,
we don't need to be bombarded
stuff that
with
you
it.
can be informed with, but not be like cinematic trailer, cinematic trailer, cinematic trailer, cinematic trailer. Like,
especially the fact that this is likely to be, if at the earliest, it's going to be the very tail end of the year. I think
it's going to be the full game. It's going to be like the October game. Or
it's Q4. It's the Q4.
Yeah.
It's going to be their initial release target. Whether it makes it,
I don't know. I hope it does. The reason I'm leaving off The Last Guardian is because I reckon it's going to get delayed. I know it can't be delayed anymore. Like, it's a game that has to come out this year, but I'm calling it now. On January, whatever the date is today, 17th. It will be delayed. I don't know. I just got this feeling that it might be delayed again.
I just have this image now of them going, we can't delay it anymore, just put it out as it is, and it's like the start of the game is all perfectly fine, like all the graphics and everything has been done, all the animations there, and then suddenly partway through it just breaks down into that very sort of like stick figure-y kind of like we haven't actually put all the textures in kind of look.
I know. I'm excited. Like we talk about on the game of the week this week, The Division, another game that's coming this year, and how sometimes a game can be announced so far ahead of time that your interest kind of begins to wane. Division is 3 years old, whereas The Last Guardian was announced 8 years ago now.
I don't know.
It was supposed to be a PS3 game, so if it comes out, it comes out. But I won't believe it until it's in my hands.
It's just become more of a topical.
It's a joke.
No, it is a bit of a joke.
It's basically become like Half-Life 3.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit further along.
No, but you know what I mean. It's very much like that to the internet at this point.
I'm calling it now. Then Half-Life 3 is going to be out this year.
Okay.
Boom. 2016 prediction.
What else we got this year?
So we've talked about PlayStation. So let's move over to Xbox. We've got Quantum Break coming this April.
Yeah.
Which looks really, really good. It's from the guys at Remedy who made the original Max Payne's.
I'm
1 and 2.
really, really excited for this. Like, I'm a lot more excited than I thought I would be. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, yeah, it looks good. But I think as I've sort of looked into it more, and I'm really mega excited for this game.
Xbox One, Dan? Gonna get one?
Just for that?
Well, no, not just for that. For all 100 other exclusives.
that's always his comment.
It's like just for that. Yeah, just for that, and just for all the other things that you said. Rise of the Tomb Raider, Halo, Crackdown 3 is another one this year.
Yeah.
Maybe. But it's Xbox.
Catalogue is swelling.
Vast.
Yes.
Swelling.
Overflowing. Swelling. I don't know why I said swelling. It's
It's a very
I think at this
Growing.
point I've kind of just purposely not getting one.
well, no, because it's the only person that's missing. I don't care. The only person that's missing out is you, in my opinion. I mean, it might end up being a crap game. Quantum Break, it might be.
It
we
might.
don't know how good it's going to be.
It might, but
it does look very good.
It sells itself on. I think it delivers on the trailer, on the giving you that sort of teaser, that anticipation. It builds it well without giving too much away.
Yeah, probably the first big game we've got coming this year, which I still can't believe that it's so close to coming out, is Far Cry Primal.
I know.
We all enjoyed Far Cry 4 extensively. Your first platinum, I believe.
Yes.
Dan? So we've got Primal coming, which it definitely takes a new twist on the formula of Far Cry in the fact that there are no guns. You know, we're going way back in time. I want to be excited because I do like the Far Cry games, and I have faith based on their last two, but I'm still reserved about how well this game's going to work without guns.
From what I've seen of some of the gameplay stuff, it's pretty much going to be a case of you call in your animal that you've got trained, and that will do most of the work for you.
Yeah, but that's not fun.
No, but that's what I'm seeing. Is it seems to be that a lot of the work is being done by the animal, whether he's actually attacking or distracting.
Your animal, I suppose, is the equivalent of like your sniper, though, isn't it? Like, you know, your long range kind of staying away from the combat.
Yeah.
You send him in. I'm sure that there is.
I have faith it'll be
I
done.
have faith
Yeah.
that it'll be done well. It's just whether or not I will enjoy it as much.
Occasionally, a game comes along that you should be excited for, that you're not really excited for, which is this for me.
Yeah.
I'm not as excited as I should be. That as big a Far Cry fan as I am, I'm not overly excited for this game.
I
But
get
I'm
what you
hoping I get surprised by it and I think, wow, that was
I'm
really
not
good.
sure that this one's going to be a day one get.
No.
I might wait to see how it's received.
I think I'm still going to get it because it's February. I feel like I need a new game to play. It's been like 3
I'm
weeks
not
since
saying
I've had a
I'm
new game
not
now.
going to get it
I know,
at all,
it's mad.
but I just might hold off.
See what the reviews
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But that's one of the earlier ones that we can get our hands on.
If we go over to kind of some multi-platform games now, we've got Mafia. We talked about them last week briefly on the Game of the Week show about rumoured releases. Mafia 3. I'm
Yeah.
really excited for this. I don't
I'm
know if
excited
you
for that.
guys have ever played Mafia games before, but you know, it's basically, you know, think GTA,
Yeah.
but you know, going back in time a little bit. You know, open
Yeah.
world. This kind of reminds me a lot of Sleeping Dogs because it looks like you're an ex-war veteran, and there's a lot of hand-to-hand combat, so that's where it differs from, say, a GTA where there's not that much hand-to-hand. But look, yeah, it looks from the. I think there's like one video up on the internet which shows extensive gameplay so far, and it looks really cool. And if rumours are to be believed, it's coming April, so pretty soon. That's what we talked about last week, obviously.
Yeah, well, Mafia is one of those that I'm excited for more than Hitman, which we.
We're not talking about Hitman on this show. Hitman is dead to me. Homefront Revolution was the other game.
Yes.
That's also now confirmed for May, so we can talk about that. And I'm excited by this. I don't know.
Yes.
Deep Silver making the game. Kind of a good, interesting story about like kind of the America, the USA has kind of been overthrown by North Korea, and you now have to defend the country. It's a very political story, which Dan might interest and appeal to you in terms of like, 'cause shooters generally have for the most part, have weak stories.
Well, yeah, most.
Yeah,
It's a very cliche story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Normally, but this one does look like it could have quite a strong, powerful story to it.
Yeah, it's like if you look
Yeah.
at the first big sort of like cinematic trailer that they had for it, it sets it up to be like a little bit more purposeful than you're a soldier, go shoot,
yeah.
which is what a lot of shooters are. And then they try and find some weird and wonderful way to actually keep you motivated partway through.
So we'll do one more big release, and then we'll move on to kind of the indie games, smaller games to finish off the show.
Yeah.
Xbox again this time. Gears 4. That's the big release for Xbox this year. That's going to go up against Horizon Zero Dawn. Probably is your big full game. Gears obviously arguably loved more than Halo by Xbox fans. So really intrigued to see how this goes, whether or not we're going to have Marcus Phoenix in there or not. We didn't see him in the initial trailer. That's still kind of, a lot of people are concerned about it because obviously he is quite a character, whereas the people we saw seemed fairly just bland mercenary people.
Yeah.
But, you know, like you said, there's a time and place to show your game and details of it. You don't want to spoil too much. I'm excited for it. Ash?
Yeah, it's definitely a game I'll be picking up. I wouldn't say it's in my sort of top 5 for the year, but I'm probably going to be.
You don't have that same necessarily kind of
history
with the franchise, do you?
I think no, I don't. But I think it's fair to say that any game which I'm even remotely, slightly, maybe intrigued by, I buy it. So
I thought you said off air that you were going to be strict about being excited for games.
no, I did not say that.
He said he's going to be strict about being excited for games.
Yeah,
and then he's going to buy.
I think there are half a dozen games which I'm super excited for this year. But then there are a load of other games which I really want to play this year, but I could take them or leave them, but I'll be taking them. Yeah.
So let's end with a couple of the smaller games.
Yeah.
In order of release, Gone Home is up first, which should actually be out now, but it's not currently out due to problems with the certificate ratings of the European board. For some reason, I don't understand, but it's not out. That's a story adventure game where you basically return home to a house, basically no one's there, so you have to like kind of discover what's happened to everyone. PC game originally, so it's not really a 2016 game, but for me it will be a new experience that I'm excited. Firewatch is one I think we're all
Firewatch. This was the tower one, was it?
This is the tower one, on PS4.
Yeah.
When that trailer ends with who's in the tower.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
When is that out?
February.
Yeah, it's coming out quite fast. Don't worry, it's fine. No, but it's Firewatch.
Yeah.
I remember when we talked about it, we were all pretty excited about that. I'd forgotten about that game actually.
February 9th, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, it's pretty soon.
It is sick.
We then have Unravel, the Yanni, the cutest character of 2016.
Agreed.
There's a video on the internet right now by the creator who shows people how to make your own Yanni. So if you are not craftily challenged like I am, I don't know if that's a thing. I've decided it is. You could probably make one yourself.
Is your Yanni just going to be the red ball that you bought from the shop still?
That would be the best. That would be the best. I
A
could
ball
hope
of
for.
yarn. Yeah.
But yeah, so if you want to make one, I might put a link to the video here so you can go and check it out, which I thought was quite cool. But I'm excited for this one. It looks.
I think we all sort of fell in love with Yanni when we saw the trailer and said that it's quite a nice concept, something very different.
Yeah.
And it's always nice, I think, to see something that is just a little bit different.
And then two more very, very quickly. We've got We Happy Few, which is definitely Xbox. I'm not sure if it's PS4. But this is that one. You remember the really, really creepy one? Where it's playing like the London Bridge.
You're the mask
thing,
or the you
mask
walk in
and
there.
stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
This is one that, like I said to you, like I'm not like must play this game now, but it's like when it comes out, I would definitely.
I want
It's
to
in
play
that
it.
sort of list.
Yeah, it is.
I think and then the final one that I'm excited for. I don't know if you have got any others to add, but Cuphead, which is again Xbox One, but it's kind of drawn like a 1930 cartoon. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember it.
I know the title straight off as like that's ringing a bell. I can't picture it.
It's basically a platformer. It's supposed to be super super hard, but yeah, in like kind of like a very distinctive art style, 1930s. I'm sure there are people out there that know what I'm talking about.
That's fine. I'm sure
excited.
they do.
But yeah, that's. Is there anything that I've missed off?
I mean, Deus Ex is obviously a game out this year that I am likely to be picking up. But I'll be playing the first game on the Xbox Games for Gold.
Yep.
Before I play the new one anyway. So and I think that's similar for you, isn't it? I think you're the same.
It's on that list of I will keep an eye out for it, but it depends how much I enjoy Human Revolution.
Yeah. Anything else on Recore as well is another one that I'm.
Yeah, it's there. It's just keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. I mean, there's obviously games that haven't been announced yet that will come. There's we talked maybe Watch Dogs 2 might be coming in place of the Assassin's Creed this year. So
yeah, there's some speculation.
Did either of you like the first Watch Dogs as much as I did?
I don't think
you did play it at all.
I never picked it up.
Wow.
You
did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Of
But obviously I pick up everything. But no, I didn't play that much of it. I probably did a couple of hours, maybe 5 hours.
Yeah.
And it was one of those, once it's out on console, it never really made its way back in. So, but it would be nice to go back and play it. I mean, I enjoyed it. When I played it, I enjoyed it. It's just there was so many other games I needed to get on and play.
Yeah.
But it's fair to say that there is an extensive list of games that we're expecting this year. But they're just a few, obviously.
What's your number one for this year? Just closing up then.
Well, it has to be Uncharted. I mean, hopefully anyone that knows me will know how much of an Uncharted fan I am. I love the franchise. I love the games. I've played them all. I've platinumed all the games on both consoles, and played them to death. Yeah.
How about you, Dan? What's your most?
Mine is one that's not had its official release date set, but it's expected to be a Q4.
Yeah.
It's Mass Effect Andromeda. That is
Of
it.
course, how did we forget that?
That is the game that I want this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else I can,
Take or leave.
That is
To
the
an
game
extent.
I want.
Yeah. Do you think it'll definitely come this year then?
I think even like BioWare and EA were expecting this year.
So they have set Q4.
That was what they had originally hoped for. But obviously, as we've seen many, many times with game development,
yeah, I mean,
things can get moved around
Yeah.
and shunted back. So
if something's already in the final quarter, it's much more risk than say something earlier of making this year, isn't it? So,
yeah, but it's the game that I'm really looking forward to.
fair enough. Was there anything else that I missed, or
No, like everything else is more sort of that I've got in pre-orders and everything is just like games that I'm keeping an eye on more than super hype.
well, make sure you don't do what we did last year, where we pre-order games, forget about them, and they just turn up and like, oh, I don't really want this game. Like I did with Evolve.
Or you go and buy it in the shop, forgetting that you pre-ordered it.
No,
and
no.
have 2 copies.
Because I've got the latest Ghost Recon game pre-ordered. It's like one that if I forget about it and it comes, then I will still play it, but it's not like
Yeah.
I'm majorly hyped for
Is
it.
the one coming this year? Is it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think
I used to love Ghost Recon.
again. It's set for this year, but
We'll see.
But there's a lot.
There is a lot. There's always a lot. There's always plenty in.
Just to give you an idea of how many there are, I actually have to put a new shelf up in my house just for this year's games now, because my other shelves are full.
First world problems.
Ah,
Wouldn't be a problem if you went digital though.
I'm not going digital.
I know. I've been saying I'm not going digital.
I like to have the boxes.
It's fair enough. I don't really know what my favourite, most anticipated is, to be honest. I don't know if I have one. My laptop or tablet's crashing, so I can't actually go into my list now. I want to say Alienation just to troll you, but I don't know. I don't really have one that is like, I'm equally excited for a few of these, but I think it just depends on how good they turn out.
Did we mention Mirror's Edge?
No, but that's one again that I could take or leave. It's like the first one, the concept was good, but it never quite turned out. If this one is good, then I'll definitely play it and enjoy it. But I think maybe a Mafia 3 might be my most excited, because I just loved both of those games.
Yeah.
And I love the open world kind of sandbox collectathon style games. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
There's a lot.
So that's it on just a selection of 2016 games.
Yeah.
More to be announced, I'm sure. More to be delayed. Even more so. But we have plenty of games for this year. I think we've probably mentioned nearly 20 on the show. So let us know down below what some of your most anticipated are this year. I'm sure we have missed some, but if you agree with us, let us know. But for now, Ash, Dan,
cheers guys.
thank you. Everyone out there, thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time.